Colorado was founded by everyday courageous people. It took enormous courage to crisscross a continent, to explore unknown mountain passes, to settle in the drought-stricken high desert, all for the chance of a better life. My family was one of those courageous groups when we arrived here in 1876 from Italy. I am Laurel Imer. I'm a mom, a businesswoman, a lifelong conservative, and a native of CD7. Over the years, I have courageously worked for our conservative values in Colorado. I'm running for Congress to be your next representative in the 7th Congressional District. I am the former chair of the Jefferson County Trump campaign. I was a 2016 presidential elector chosen by President Trump and his team. I was handpicked in 2020 by President Trump to be his representative from the 7th Congressional District to the Republican National Convention. I have been trusted by President Trump to represent Colorado for the past 5 years, both locally and nationally. And now it is time for me to be your voice in Congress. Joe Biden is a complete failure, an embarrassment to America, and an embarrassment on the world stage. Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi consistently bowed down to China while putting American interests on the back burner. I have the courage to put a stop to this globalist agenda, reminding Congress every day that we have no global flag, currency, or pledge. I will make sure that we put America first once again. I have the courage to finish the border wall, to stop human trafficking, and end the flow of narcotics across the southern border. Because our parental rights are systemically being eliminated, our education system is becoming state-run propaganda. I have the courage to eliminate the Department of Education and bring education to the state level, to stop the brainwashing of the 1619 Project and to crush CRT for good. I have the courage to stand up for election integrity and stop the cheating in our elections. On day one, I will back the bill proposed by the Republican Study Committee, the Save Democracy Act, ensuring that we require voter ID, demand fair poll watching, ensure that only American citizens can vote, and make every ballot traceable and secure. Liberty is essential. I will fight to prohibit mask mandates, to stop vaccine passports, to disallow forced medical procedures, and stop medical and religious discrimination. Big Tech's reach is out of control. I have pledged to amend or repeal Section 230 of the Communications Act of 1934 in order to end the censorship once and for all. When I am your representative, I will only represent you, not the lobbyists and big business. I have the courage to ensure that the constituents of the 7th District will always be put first. We need to stop runaway inflation, curb socialism, support our First and Second Amendments, honor our great American history, and we must protect all life from the womb to the tomb. And together, we will save America. We need the courage of Colorado's past to save this great country. I have that courage, and I want to represent you in the U.S. House of Representatives. I'm Laurel Imer. I'm asking for your support, your vote, and I approve this message.
Now, there was a Democrat fundraising event at a downtown hotel, and as the people were coming out from the event, there was a kid out there with a bunch of puppies, and he was holding them up for sale, and he was saying, "Buy a Democrat puppy, buy a Democrat puppy." But 2 weeks later, the Republicans held a fundraiser there, and they were coming out, and there was the same kid, same pups, and he's saying, "Buy a Republican puppy, buy a Republican puppy." And a newspaper man who had seen him there 2 weeks before said, "Hey, wait a minute, you were here 2 weeks ago selling those as Democrat puppies." He said, "Now you're selling them as Republican puppies. How come?" Kid said, "Now they got their eyes open."